Hey guys, it's Kirk Screamer with Somewhat Funny and hope you're doing great today. I probably have shared this with you before, but I'm addicted to a show called The Prophet. And for those of you who don't know, The Prophet is about Marcus Lemonis, who's the CEO of Campers World, and he's a rags to riches kind of guy. And essentially, besides Campers World and some other kind of corporations that he owns, essentially what he does is he buys struggling companies, turns them around, and makes them very profitable. And he does this very, very quickly. Marcus believes there's three elements in business, and it's people, products, and process. So the three Ps. I bring this up because in our business, we're actually a very simplified business if you really realistically look at it and if you evaluate it from those terms. We only have one P to worry about. And in what I mean by that is when it comes to products, we all have the same products. We all are selling real estate or we're all selling loans. The products are, for the most part, the same. The people are the same. Our clients, whether it's real estate or loans, those clients are all the same. They're the same for all of us. So really the difference is the process. And when I look at somebody who's a great producer versus somebody that's not a great producer, so the difference between a guy that does one or two loans a month or versus a guy that does 30 or 40, or the real estate agent who does 2 or 3 or 4 transactions a year versus the guy that does 40 or 50 or 3 or 400. The difference really is just the process. One has a better process than the other, and that process is replicated over and over and over for those that do it well. So I think that's what we have to focus on in our business, and that's where we reach success. And so I want to talk about the process, and what I mean by that is I think one of the most important things that we need to focus on in our business is of course database and executing the process. And I think the best way to do that is by time blocking. And I know especially real estate agents do not like to time block. They want to fly down the road on a moment's notice. And so what I'm going to propose to you is that you always, whether you're a loan officer or a real estate agent, is that you always book on scarcity. In other words, when a client calls you and wants to come in and see you for a loan or wants to see a property right that particular minute, don't do it. Because basically what you're allowing that customer to do is dictate to you. If that's the way you start the relationship, that's the way the relationship's going to be from that point forward. And that's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for your family. So, and let's face it, no other industry works that way. If you're going to call the doctor just doesn't say, come on right down right now. They schedule you in, and maybe you can't even get in there sometimes for a week or two, or even longer in some cases. So if the doctor told you, hey, come on down right now, you'd probably be a little nervous to see that doctor, and your clients are thinking the same thing of you when you tell them, I'll be right there. So just don't do it. Book, and it's no way to lead your life. That's constant chaos. If you enjoy living your life in chaos, that's the way to do it, but I don't think most of us would enjoy that. So tell the client, no, I can meet you tomorrow at 9 or 2, which one will work best for you, or whatever the times are. You'll find that your clients respect you a lot more, and you'll control the transaction, and you'll get better results. Let's face it, nobody wants to marry the girl that's been with everybody, and that's a crude way of putting it, but that's reality. If they know that everybody can have you, and you'll do anything at a moment's notice, they lose respect for you, and you'll lose business as a result. So most people think they'll lose business because if they don't do it right away, you'll be amazed at how many people will beg you to do business with them just because you have that attitude. So to do all that, you need a time block. And if you're going to time block, I would suggest a power hour every day. So come in, do a team meeting first thing. Meet with your team. Even if you're a one-man show, meet with yourself and go through what you got to do that day and what you have to execute. And then 2, do your power hour first and foremost. Get the sales out of the way, get the calling out of the way. Call your database and your referral sources and schedule appointments throughout the rest of the day. Do a few things in the office, and then you're out the door having lunch with a referral source or a client, and the rest of the afternoon is appointments and sales meetings that you've set up, and then come in toward the end of the day, finish up your email and return your phone calls and go home. And put it on your phone when you go home, especially your realtors. This is especially important. When you go home, leave it on your voicemail that I will any calls received after a certain time will be returned the next business day. So you deserve to have a life, and you deserve to spend time with your family, and that's one way to do it. And trust me, your clients will respect it. Most people won't believe me until they try it, but once you try it, your customers will respect you a great deal. So anyway, that's my suggestion. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and please remember to refer your clients to us. That's how we survive, and we'll do a great job, I promise you. So have a great weekend, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for joining me.